Welcome to another episode of Merge Extra. Today's episode, we have an adventurer, we have a mountaineer, we have someone who is the first Omani woman to climb Mount Everest, and she's climbed a number of summits after that. So welcome, Nadhirah al Harthy, to Merge Extra.
Hi, Rayana. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. So you just came back from Mount Matterhorn?
Yeah.
In, I think, Switzerland?
Yes.
Okay, before we start, do you want to tell us about that?
It was a different experience
Okay.
in climbing in Alps. They have a different style for climb, and it was a good experience for me. I was actually looking for this for a long time because I used to climb in big mountains like 8,000. So I was happy. It was fast. Like I climbed, I think 4 peaks in in 1 week.
4 peaks
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was totally different. So I'm still feeling tired from
You
the
came back
climb.
on Friday.
Yeah.
We are now less than a week ago, yani.
Yeah, I
Okay.
tried to continue already my exercise, but on like Sunday, and I felt, I'm still tired.
Tired.
Yeah.
Okay. You started with Mount Everest.
Yes, it was my first peak ever to climb.
Okay. Why? What made you want to climb Mount Everest?
Okay, I don't know if I can convince others about my climb, but I think it was I was looking for something for myself. I was looking for something big. I was looking for a goal. I was looking for. I want to see myself in somewhere different than the normal life, and not just my work, not just my study, not just my family. And then I thought that's because I went with the students in a mission. It was science mission with the.
You're a teacher?
No, I was a
Okay,
teacher,
you were
but
a teacher.
still I'm working in Ministry of Education. So
Okay.
was like a mission through ministry to take students to Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh.
They were collecting data about the biomes when we are climbing. So there, 2015, I felt, okay, there is something with the mountains,
Interesting,
but
okay.
I didn't recognize what's that. And in 2017, it was also a project, working in a project with the Ministry of Education, writing stories about Omanis, who they did achievements for Oman. And one of them, it was Khalid Siyabi, the late Khalid Siyabi, al-Marhum. So when I met Khalid and I heard, it was for first time, I heard his story about climbing Everest, because he's the first Omani to climb Everest in 2009, I think.
Okay.
So I said, yes, this is it. So after Kilimanjaro and then meeting Khalid, I said, yes, that's what I'm looking for myself. This is the challenge. This is my case. This is, I think, what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what inspired you. So Allah yarhamu, Khalid
Khalid.
Siyabi is what inspired you, plus your trip to Kilimanjaro.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I decided that the same week, I think I met Khalid. I text him. I told him at the same meeting, أريد أتسلق إيفرست بعد. I want to climb Everest too.
Okay.
It's like, why not? Like, if you can do it, so I can. And I remember I was very, very happy. I never thought that there is any danger, it's extreme export. I just was thinking that I have a dream. I
Okay.
should follow it.
And when you got there, how long did you train before you went to Mount Everest?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yes.
So then after 2 years of training,
Yeah.
you get to Mount Everest. Tell me
Yes.
about that experience.
It was very tough. It was very hard. Everything was new for me. But I was like, ready. I prepared myself. I mentally and physically. That's because this was my decision. I didn't talk about it with other people. I just was with Khalid. So
for 2 years, nobody knew you were training for Mount Everest?
Yes, almost.
Wow.
Yeah, I told I start to announce it before 2 months only. When I booked everything, and I was like, sure, I'm going.
Okay.
And even I take a loan from the bank. I didn't find sponsors, so I was that ready to do it. So the training was very hard. Everything was new, but I remember that, and still until now, alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah.
I feel that I'm ready for anything, like to continue my training, I'm very acceptable what my schedule need, and it's what I have to do, because I believe that it's not everything I will do it I will like it.
Okay.
I love to climb mountains, but it's like I don't like
the hard work that sometimes you have to do.
Yes, so I have to run like every day, which is something I don't like it. But I believe that the running, it will take me to the mountains. It will make me stronger.
And it will make you do what you love, yani.
Exactly.
Okay. Why did you only announce it like around 2 months before? What kept you from telling people that, okay, I'm training? Is it the pressure?
I think yes. And also because the climbing mountain was something very new, totally. Even like for women in Oman and for my family, and even as a sport at that time, 2017 or 18, it was not that
common
popular,
here.
Yes, or common for Omanis. Even for everybody, I think, for boys and girls. So, and for me, it was a big dream, and I was thinking how it will be, how the reaction from others. It's like I never climbed any mountain. I never been
and
any
suddenly
peak,
Mount Everest.
and I just decided to climb Everest. People, they start to say you are crazy, or I'm not thinking logically. I should start from like other mountains and train and everything. But for me, and I saw myself sometimes I was like small. For my dream is very big, and like my skills and my knowledge and everything regarding what I want to do, it's nothing.
Okay.
But I start to build everything with the time since 2017 until I summited 19. I saw how much I learned, how much I did, how much I tried to organize my time, be commitment, and all of these values I learned through these 2 years
of training.
And I saw how people, if they want to do something, they will do it. If they will do it, they will work on it in a proper way.
Okay. When you're up there, first time, Mount Everest, is there any time you felt, I can't do this, wala, I want to give up, wala, this is too much?
No.
At all?
At all.
Until you got to the top?
Aywa.
MashaAllah.
I was thinking, I was just scared that's to get sick there, because this is the, getting sick, weather could be changed in the mountains or any other, factors not in my control.
Okay.
So that's what was I scared, but never to go back, because that's what I trained my mind here in Oman when I was like do long distance running and everything. I was like not training just my body, or the training is not physically, it's also mentally, to get where I decide to stop, not just if I'm tired, not just if I'm scared. No, I should finish what I decided
to start.
Yes.
And how did you feel when you were up?
I don't know. I think I was happy, of course, and I felt that I deserve it. Okay. Yeah, I worked very hard, and I felt that's in Arabic we said istihqaq. So that's what I deserve. The place where I should be after all this long hard work
that you put in.
And yes, I should be there, and
you
I've been there. Alhamdulillah.
When you came back, media attention 100%. I remember because I worked in a newspaper then, and all I saw, your name was mashallah everywhere. How did you feel about that?
It was very weird for me, because you remember I didn't tell anybody that I am going to Everest. And even I remembered when I was there at the base camp, one of the newspaper, they wrote article about me or something, and I text them, you are not allowed to write anything about this. And they took my photos from the one of the social media filmmaker who was following us and writing about us.
So without your permission, without anything, it was just published? Yeah?
Yes. And they said, this is good, let's people to know. I said, no, still I didn't climb. I want everybody to know me as after I climb and going back safe. So that's time to talk about my achievements, like not just to talk about me trying to climb Everest. So I called them, I told them, you're not allowed to write anything, and I refuse to do any interview, anything till I finish my climb. And and to do it. So I'll feel that
you accomplished something and you achieved it, and now you deserve to have that
exactly.
in the media. No, but that makes sense.
I was in a pressure also a bit. So yeah, but after that, alhamdulillah, and also it was weird, like everything was private in my life.
And then
even this was like a secret. Everest was a secret, and it was something for myself. And it turned out that it's something for everybody. It's not just for myself. And I was happy. I saw the positive reaction from people. It's much more than negative. Like I saw some negative comments and things, but it's
because of it being new and a woman doing it, this kind of negative
yeah, and how much I paid for Everest and why, and I wasted my time and its risk, and many other people, they think this is something not right, or it's extreme sport, we shouldn't do this. But the positive vibes, this was more than this.
You became, mashallah, literally like one of the prides of... Okay, I was thinking about this. Yani, we can say you're a pride for Oman, mashallah. We can say, no, you're an inspiration to women. We can say you're an inspiration to... It's many things. Yani, it's not just women. It's not just Oman. It's not just Arabs. I feel like it's an inspiration to people in general. You know, mashallah, after your achievement was broadcast, you know? No, it is inspirational. And I think after Mount Everest, you became interested in khalas, this is what you're doing, mountaineering.
Yes, right.
Okay, my question, how do you feel your mindset has changed after entering the sport as a regular?
I think I became stronger. I can control...
Mentally stronger?
Yes.
Or physically strong? Or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both. But it's easy to train your body for whatever you want. But to train your mind, to change other behaviors we had like for all our life, and just I came up and I wanted to change everything, and I wanna see myself in different personality. The values, the skills. It's very hard. It's very hard also not to following others who they ask you every time why. It's like just sit and rest, and they're looking for the comfort zone more than to going out. Yes, to challenge. Like, why you are challenging yourself? Even our kids now, when they are grown up, like they are looking for that. They are looking just to be comfortable. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to go to any challenge. So even like my nieces or nephews, they ask me. They are not that interesting to do anything to challenge themselves.
Okay.
Especially physically. They don't want to do any hard work. like they just want to be relaxed all the time. So what was the question?
What changed in your personality?
So to put myself through all of this, of course it was something big for myself, and I challenged even like my family. They saw that's how I challenged things. It was very important for me before Everest. Now it's
after you climb Mount Everest, who cares about this? Okay.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. I'm very dedicated to my work. I'm very careful for what I'm doing. I'm thinking a lot. I'm looking to succeed all the time. Also, and that's not only on my sport or way. It's also in all my life. Yes, there is many things I learned through this experience. How to be I'm looking to be happy. The happiness I bring for myself. I'm not waiting others also to give me these feelings, and how to looking to succeed, not to win. It's also different. Alhamdulillah, I'm not looking now more like for the things I have more than things I need. It's also very hard. like if I go for shopping. Before Everest, I was going just to spend my time at the malls. I don't need anything. I don't need it actually, but just I buy it like to feel happy, to feel like, you know,
like a fulfillment. Yeah,
exactly.
Kind of
So now I don't need to do this. It doesn't give me the same feelings like before. But if I go for hiking, yes, it will.
You get that feeling, the fulfillment from inside.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned something about people liking to stay in their comfort zone rather than challenge.
Yeah.
Why would you think they should challenge themselves? Why get out of the comfort zone?
I think if they will not start, if they will not do the first step on this, they will not ever feel it. You know, it's like because they don't know how it's feel if you will go to start yourself and to start to challenge yourself and to do with a new experience. Because people, they just go. They said, why I need to be tired? This is something, it will make me tired. This is something, it will need like more time. It will need like I don't know.
Effort, like time. Yes, why should I do that? This is what they think.
Yes, people now, they are not open for a new experience. They just get enough from what they have. I don't know the reason. The reason why it's. Not weather, I think.
It's too hot. That's a PAC.
Yeah.
Okay. You climbed Mount Everest. How long did it take you?
It takes 50 days. Okay. Almost the whole trip, 2 months. Yeah.
50 days?
Yeah, I remember my flight from Oman was on 1st of April 2019, and I arrived Oman, I think 28th of May, I think.
And all of these days you were actually making the climb up, yani?
Almost, yeah.
Almost all of the days?
It's not up, but the strategy of climbing big mountains, like above like 7,500 meter or 8,000, it takes very long time, around 2 months. So that's because we need our body to acclimatize for the elevation. So normally we walk on the track to the base camp. When we'll arrive at the base camp, we'll rest a bit, and then we'll start to climb up and coming down again at the base camp, and then climbing up more higher, and then come back. So this routine, it will gives us strength, and it will our body, it will acclimatize for the lack of oxygen, for the pressure of the weather and everything. So at this time, it's a process we have to go through.
Okay, so it also takes, wow, that's a toll on your body to like get used to lower oxygen levels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very important. If we'll not do that, and we are not practicing before, or we didn't climb recently any higher mountain, we have to go through this process, or we'll get sick, because
your body's not used to this.
As a human bodies, we are not
acclimatized to lower oxygen levels,
we shouldn't
to higher
be there.
Pressure. Okay.
Yes, it's like 8,000 meters. It's like they call it dead zone. So there is and even our bodies, if it will not get enough oxygen, so everything it will mess up. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You climbed other summits. What are the other summits that you've climbed?
After Everest, 2019, it's like was COVID and everything. Yes, 2020, and also mountains was closed.
Even stay at home.
And after Everest, I remember directly I was looking for K2. It's the second highest peak on the world, and it's also
this is the one that's 8,000 plus.
Yes, yeah, it's the second. So it's only 300 meter between K2 and Everest.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's most dangerous.
More dangerous than Mount
Everest, yes, and it's most also hard to climb. It's in Pakistan, but I couldn't do that, and I knew that K2 is need different skills than Everest.
Okay,
more to be and so I gave up that because nobody was climbing in 2020. In 21, I was thinking also to test my body and everything. Even my passion is still for mountains. Still, I want to do this. But alhamdulillah, because in Oman, I can test everything with the canyons and hikes and caves. So, I saw that I want to continue, and still I want to do K2. So I climbed Mount Ahmad Ablam.
Okay, this one is where exactly?
It's in Himalaya.
Okay.
It's something smaller than K2 because it's mixed. It's we are climbing rocks and through the rock and snow and ice. It was very good for me to to go through Ahmad Ablam. It was very good practice.
Okay.
The elevation,
4K2.
yeah,
Okay.
the elevation is not. It's not a big mountain. It's 6,800 around, I think. Yeah, it's around 7,000
This is when you're
meters.
speaking to someone who is like a mountaineer. 7,000, it's not that big.
I mean, comparing to
Okay, you're
the
comparing.
8,000,
Okay.
meters. So, and after I climbed Ahmad Ablam in winter. It was very, very cold at that time in Himalaya. And it was first time when they just start opening the airports and everything.
So على طول.
أيوة. And we've been there alone. Only just my team. I think we were 5. Qatar, Fahad from Qatar, Sharif
Okay.
from Masar, and Verdiana from Mexico. So
Inshallah.
yeah, so I think we were only 5 climbers, and everything was closed. Everything looked sad there in Nepal. So I saw how it's different when there is truckers, climbers, and locals there, and when it's nobody, exactly like no one than us. And after Ahmad Ablam, and I've been first Arab woman to climb Ahmad Ablam.
So you're first Arab woman to climb that. MashaAllah.
Yeah, it was very, very good news. I didn't know that at that time.
Oh, so when you went up, you were not aware that you would be the first?
No, we checked from the database at the Himalayas, and they said, it's first time for Arab women to climb Ahmad Ablam.
MashaAllah.
Was good.
That's an honor,
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
And in 21 also, I think in September, I climbed Manaslu. It's the 8th highest peak on the world.
Okay.
It's also like 8,000.
Where is it located?
It's also in Himalaya.
Also in Himalayas,
so
okay.
it was a good year for me. I climbed two peaks that year. So the idea that I climbed Ahmad Ablam because it's technical. It's prepared me for K2. And also Manaslu, also I want to test myself again on the elevation, on the 8,000. I want to see myself, I will do well as Everest or no. I didn't do well. I got sick on Manaslu.
Okay.
But alhamdulillah, I summited.
So you summited while you were sick?
No, I got I start to take the pills. We call it Diamox.
Okay.
This it's give us our body the balance. As if we'll hit about the altitude, it will hit our bodies. So that's its help. So I start to take the medicines, and alhamdulillah, I get them well.
Alhamdulillah.
But I was surprised. I thought if as I did well on Everest, so I will be fine in all other mountains. But it doesn't work like that.
Okay. So each one is a different challenge.
Yes, it was very less than than Everest. It was it's the easiest peak of the 8,000 meter. But it's
Factors,
different how our
okay.
body's reaction every time. It's different with each mountain.
Okay. After that, you did the K2?
Last year, yes, in
You
the
did the
summer
K2
of
last
22, alhamdulillah.
Summited?
Yes, I summited K2, yes.
MashaAllah. Okay.
So the training went well.
The training, the 2 peaks in 1
Yes.
year went well.
Yeah.
Okay, and now your latest one, you said Mount Matterhorn.
Yeah.
Does it get easier with each? Like, I understand each one is a different challenge, but did you have a fear maybe in Mount Everest because it was your first one, and now that part is easier with the rest of them? Well, again, it's the same kind of fear every single time.
I believe that's the Alps. It was first time for me to climb in Alps, and I know that they have different style of climbing.
Okay.
I was a bit scared. That's because I knew that especially Matterhorn than other peaks, it's very difficult mountain, and they call it like the K2 of Alps.
Okay. Then.
So it's the same style of climbing K2. It's mixed, like, because rocks and snow and the same style. But the alpine style for climbing, it's different. So that's what was scared me. As I was also happy that it will be a new experience and it will add a lot for me.
Okay, so you learned a new skill.
Yes.
Okay. You were telling me this before.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to explain it now. So I saw the video. You posted a video on Instagram of you guys, the alpine style, I think you called it.
Yes.
You're linked to each other with a rope.
Mm-hmm.
And you're walking at like an edge.
Yeah.
Explain why it looks scary.
Okay.
I first thought that if one person falls, خلاص, everyone's bye-bye. But you said something else, so explain that.
Yeah, that is a system, how it's work. So to compare in Himalayas or the big mountains, there is a fixed rope.
Okay.
So there is someone, they go before us and they fix the line all
on the
way,
mountain itself.
Yes, all the way to the summit.
Okay.
So when we are climbing, we hooked our harness into that rope.
Okay.
So we'll be almost safe.
Okay.
Because we are on the safety rope.
Mm-hmm.
In Himalaya, in Alps, they don't have this system. There is no fixed rope, but we are attached in our guide.
Okay.
Yeah. So our guide, when we are climbing up, he will be on the front, and if like Matterhorn, it should be only one by one. Like just guide and the rest behind other climber, not many.
Okay.
Other peaks, if it's easier, they can be 2 or 3, and everybody, they have like a space between them. We could make it longer. There is like a special length, like how the distance it should be between each of us. The rope, it should be a bit tight, not make it like loose. So if anyone fall down, there is not a very long rope, so they will go like long distance down. It should be tight. So yes, we are just hooked on our guide. So also, if he give us instructions, if he will fall down, I should fall in other way
to balance. يعني.
Yes.
So one fell, I'll fall too.
Yeah, we always use ice axe. It's in our hand. Like sometimes in Himalaya, we don't need the ice axe. So, and how to use it, how to clip this, where, how, all these instructions. It was very important for me to know about it, and it's knowledge. It's also, as I told you from the beginning, like I'm open to other experience. It's still for me. When I went to Alps, it's like I start to do something out of my comfort zone. Okay. This time. I didn't mind, as I'm looking for this. And Matterhorn, it was always in my mind. I want to climb the Matterhorn. So it's a bit everything. I think in mountain it's risky because it's extreme sport. So as we are trusting our guide, as we are trusting our gears, the system also, I think we'll be fine.
Okay, many summits. Okay, I'm sure at one of them there was something like maybe you saw someone injured or something like that happened. Has that happened?
In Alps?
And any of the summits you've been?
Yes.
So you've seen other people, like, God forbid, you were always okay. Did anything ever happen to you? Personally?
No, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, but you've seen maybe other people.
Yes. I saw dead bodies always there.
I thought injuries in your...
Injuries, it's maybe to people, I saw them tired, people, they saw them
hallucinations.
Yes. I saw people, I saw dead bodies.
Dead bodies, like they were climbing and they...
Yeah, and yes.
Where?
In all mountains, Everest, Manaslu, K2.
Okay, I need to understand like your mindset when you see that. Like...
I think part of us as a climbers or mountaineers, we knew it's a reality. Anyone could die there. Like this is.
But then
like,
when you see it,
yeah. When I saw, I remember it was the hard part. That's when on K2, the last mountain, I met one Afghani climber, and he was looking to be the first Afghani on K2. I met him. We met in the tent at the base camp. We talked. I saw his kids' pictures, and he talked a lot about Afghanistan. And there is a very beautiful mountains. And he was running in a climbing community for women there. He invited me, to visit Afghanistan. And he was very, very nice guy. His name Ali Akbar. So when after my summit, he was with a different company. But when we went back, I saw Buddy there on my way down. And I remember that it was not there when I was climbing up. So I asked the Sherpa was with me. He said, we don't know because the face was covered. It was like just a Buddy. It was on the snow on the way climbing up or down. He was... on the rope, the fixed rope, with his backpack and everything, but we knew that someone died there. But when I went to the camp one, I saw my friends and I told them there is a body there, and they said that's for Ali Akbar. I was totally shocked, like how he's like a very good climber, he very strong. He's like how and then it turned out there is something happened that it could cause his death, and it was very hard because I just met him. I just and I remember it's like normally I'm not taking pictures with any others, people, even if they are famous or no, on mountains. But with Ali Akbar, I don't know why. We said, "Yalla, let's take a picture," because I was really looking to go to Afghanistan and climb there. I loved the photos he shows us. And that was very hard, and I saw like how that's our dreams. It could kill
It could kill you.
Yes.
Okay, and that didn't stop you.
No.
Okay, so maybe a realization that what I'm doing is really dangerous. I'm sure you knew that from before, but seeing that maybe.
Yeah, I saw that also on Everest. I saw other climbers. We jumped through the buddies still on the line. Still there is buddies because we climbed in 2019. I think there is a 12. They died on the way climbing up on Everest for different reasons. In Manaslu, I saw a Swiss guy. He was like just his last breath. And it's always there, and all of us we knows there. Like it's like when if we'll drive fast, we know that our kid could kill ourselves or others who's with us. So I think it's being in risk. It's not easy, but we always have hope. That's inshallah how we believe in God, how we believe in ourselves, how believe in our dreams, and I think if we don't have hope, if we are not believe, so we'll never do anything.
Okay. Well, mashallah, it's such a different mindset. So it's interesting to hear, yani, how you're thinking, because for me it's like this is really an extreme sport, mashallah. Okay, you mentioned faith. Does that play, what kind of role does your faith in God play in your adventures and the things that you do? Because you have to have a strong mindset. And what you're telling me, all I'm thinking of that has to be a strong mindset for you to not only know that this is a risk, but to see the risk in your eyes and keep going. There's a level of spirituality or faith that I think must go into it. Yani.
Yeah, and alhamdulillah, I think for me, yani, as a Muslim, and I raised in we are like in Omani community, how we believe in God, how we believe nothing will happen until
إلا لو كتب الله.
أيوة.
Okay.
Exactly. So
it will only be if it's written by God, it will happen.
Yes. So because we totally 100% we are believing that. It's like wherever will be. Wherever will be, we heard people they dying in their bed while sleeping. There is different reasons, but I'm not thinking that I'm going to kill myself or something like that, but I believe that I'm doing something I love, as everybody they are doing in different places. If any accident will happen, inshallah, nothing will happen. So, that's what I believe. It's what's written for me. As I always thought, it's written for me to start climbing mountain. I feel now when I go back and I see all my journey when it started in Kilimanjaro and I didn't summit Kilimanjaro, how I felt, and then how I meet Khalid Siabi, and how we choose him as a person to write about his story for students and how he inspired me. And then I did well, alhamdulillah. I continue everything. I saw this is
from God, written.
Qadar. Yes, it was written for me.
Okay.
So whatever it will come in the future, I believe that it will be from God.
Okay. That's okay. That does give one a
strong
mindset. It is 100% faith.
Alhamdulillah.
This is because faith in destiny, which is the qadr, is a big thing. Yani.
Yeah.
What's your next step? Where's your next summit?
I think it's for this year. I want to continue climbing mountains, and I want to continue climbing big mountains, especially like the 8,000s, because there is 14 peaks in the world above 8,000 meter.
Okay.
So I want to climb all this 14. It will take very long time.
Okay.
A lot of money.
So far, you've climbed 3 over 8?
Yes, there is 3 now, but sometimes we can climb more than one in one expedition. So yeah, we can arrange now for that. And there is people they doing records on this. There is a lady, she's climbing now the all 14 in less than 6 months.
Mashallah, her body can handle that. Mashallah.
Yeah, she's a super athlete, and I think she is still two peaks for her, and she will do the 14th, and she will get the world record for that. So I wish that Omani flags will ever raise,
the best pictures are the ones you're holding the Omani flag up.
On Alps we climbed a few peaks, and I saw that nobody bring any flags with them. And I asked the guys, like, no flags. Why people, they don't bring flags? He said they don't care anymore. Like, it's for themselves. They don't think about to raise a France a flag or whatever countries, but people, they saw my flag and they said, which country is this? I told them it's Oman. Oh. They said, okay, we never saw any Omani flag on the mountain. Let's take picture with you.
So okay, even they wanted to take
it. Yeah. So that's what I wish. I wish that we have professionals, Omani athletes, and in mountains, and ladies or guys. It will be, I think, good, because we have the typical good nature for that. We are Oman ready. We have the canyons, the mountains. It's not that high, but it's good enough to train us for the other peaks on the world.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're looking to be more professionals. We're looking, there is a committee for that.
There's already a committee here in Oman for that?
Not yet. They didn't announce about anything.
Okay.
So yeah, we are looking something from maybe Ministry of Sport or Ministry of Tourism or Omani Army. So it's very important to organize this field in Oman, as it's dangerous, as also there is many people, they are looking to start a business or just to go to spend time to enjoy the adventures in Oman. So it should be, there is a system for that.
Okay, like something organized where people can go, train, see, do in a professional manner.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel as a mountaineer that living in Oman has helped in terms of you training for other places?
100%, yes.
Okay, so the environment helps you to train and helps you to...
Yes, there is mountain here and everywhere in Oman. Like, I don't have to think where I should go for my next training. There is always peaks, there is always hikes I can do here around in Muscat, or go to Jebel Akhdar, Jebel Shams.
Many options to train.
Many options, so there is no excuse.
Okay, so now training for all this, you have been to many different parts of Oman for your training purposes.
Right.
Okay. Is that like how is that? Like traveling the country for this purpose. How has that experience been?
Actually, it was amazing. It builds for me that more recognition for my country. I aware about Oman nature. I saw how much I love Oman as I'm discovering more and more about this country. and I think I'm I don't know if you can say lucky, maybe. Yeah, that's, I have the privilege to see all these places. Some of the places I saw, most of the people, they don't know, they cannot reach even. It's hard to be there. It's need a certain level of, fitness. So I think, yeah, I'm happy, and every time I go to anywhere, I feel I love Oman more. Yeah, this is my country.
Your beautiful country. Did you used to discover Oman before
no,
this?
at all.
So it was this that made you discover your country even more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even like nature before.
No way. So from not liking nature to mountaineering.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Okay. I was reading some of the comments. Like I'm trying to see what kind, because again, mashallah, very interesting, but it is an extreme sport. People comment. I've seen a comment مثلا about, oh, she's doing with hijab. Oh, she's doing, for example, as a woman. Oh, what do you feel when you read these comments? To me, it looks like an inspiration. You know, mashallah, you can, because other girls, it's scary for women in general, you know, but some people might hear, and even like in anything you hear, oh, she's wearing hijab, but she's doing this. Oh, she's, how can I do it? How can I'm a woman, you know, there's comments that are made in general.
Yes. Yeah, there is some good comments, and there is others, but actually, like, I don't take this in, if it's nothing, it will not help me, I will not take it that seriously. It's because we are now, you know, on social media, I will see a lot, I will read a lot. So whatever people they think about what I'm doing, I'm not responsible about that. It's their
opinion, their thoughts.
Their opinion. But if it's something, but I like sometimes to take, like, carefully to check some maybe comments, which it will help me, or which it will, if it's recognize what I'm doing, or sometimes, you know, because I'm going deep through my exercise and everything, sometimes I'm not taking any attention of what's happening around me as I'm focused on my goal. But I think it's important, like, girls sometimes they asking me how you could, like, which type of hijab you are wearing, from where you get your clothes, like, to, you know, it's like how I can convince my family. There is questions, I should care about it, and I should, like,
guide and help.
Yeah, I go always through and answer them. It's because sometimes we are building the challenge for ourselves. It's not there, like, whatever hijab you will wear, it doesn't matter as you are comfortable with. Some girls, they ask me, I'm wearing like normal shela. Like, why you are wearing normal shela? There is a specific hijab for the athletes, women. Like, I'm happy with this. It's just hijab. It doesn't challenge me. It doesn't make things different for me. So yes, I think as you are comfortable, as you can do what you are going with, it's even canyons, running, whatever, you are fine with that. Just go through it. Don't just keep thinking what type, which. But if I can help, I give them the store name, from where I get it, if it's online or. Others, they are like just trying to be silly. Sorry, like they go إيش الوازي يعني. People, they said يعني إيش الفايدة يعني إيش يعطوش يعني.
So like you're doing this, there has to be someone giving you something or something like that.
Yes, exactly.
And you can't be doing it for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, as I'm doing, it's very good to get the recognition from others. But
that's not your main goal, yani.
No, at all. If I'll get it, will be so super, yani, cool, and it's nice, and I feel, yani, that's it's give you motivation also to continue. But if it's not, I'm fine, because this is what I love to do. It's not for others, and that's the difference between you want to do something to success or to win. I'm not like competing any others to win on this, and if I'll not win, I'll stop. Or no, it's I love what I'm doing. I'm happy. It's and I think this sport is going like popular in Oman. Especially with the ladies, mashallah. So most of the groups, they're going on adventures. Most of them, they are
women.
Yes, women. So it's good. As just I wish to be everything in professional way more than.
Okay, so inshallah, we would in the future, like one of your goals is to see that Oman has more professional places for people to go into mountaineering and other kinds of activities of similar kind.
Yeah.
Okay, I opened your website. Okay, and there's one thing that stood out to me. There was a quote that something like your nationality doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I think that's the quote I read.
Yeah, it's
why?
Hijab or whatever you are. Yeah,
doesn't matter. Why are you highlighting that part?
I highlighted because after Everest, many people they were mentioning my hijab. And especially the Western media, they were like focusing on me because I'm wearing hijab more than any other thing. And it was just to highlight that wherever we are a Muslim, we are wearing hijab, not Arab. And also they're giving us more attention because we are Arab and we are doing this. Like, why? What's
different about us than you guys?
Exactly. It's like, it's okay. We are living in different community. We have different, it's like how we are living, but it doesn't make us less than others. So when you're highlighting me, I prefer that to hear my story, to hear like what's my challenge
about your climb, about the challenge, not about like hijab,
how I did it. It's not about hijab. It could add something if I'm wearing a hijab or no, but it's not the main idea. So don't give me the privilege because I'm wearing hijab. I don't like that.
Okay, no, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense, Lena. I would understand the mindset that goes there. Okay. You're doing smaller races and runs to, like, for example, you mentioned the Himam. You Muscat Marathon, I think you mentioned.
Yeah.
Would you tell people to join these marathons?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's like first... when they held first time the UTMB by Oman 2018, we were only 2 Omani ladies on the race. It was very long.
It was like a mountain trail?
Yes. It starts from Barkat al-Moz until Al-Hamra. So you're going through all Jabal Akhdar. It was like 440 meters, 140 kilometers.
How many days?
For 2, I think, 42 hours.
Oh, mashallah.
It's continuous, like you're non-stop. So we were only 2 Omanis. The 2019, I remember, I was the only one on the long distance, 130. And there is, I think, but around 50 Omani, I think, ladies in the other distance. I think it was 50K, 50. Then they stopped having UTMB by Oman, and it's replaced by Himam race. It was the same idea. And then, mashallah, I didn't attend Himam for, I think, the first 2 years, but it was like many Omanis like that, and there's names they come out. There is Omanis they've been on a stage, which is like we never saw that. Like mashallah. So there is an Omani women, ladies. They have this ability, they have this talent. So they should just get the support or chances for the many races to be in. And I wanted to mention Saad al-Nasibi. She's one of the, mashallah, the best, and she just came from Switzerland. Also, she attended a race there, and mashallah. Also Suhaila and many other names. Like, mashallah, we are building through these races. It's only 2, Muscat Marathon and Himam, and I think also Oman Desert Marathon, but it's bringing names in Oman. Nobody knows them. So to have more races, to have like more choices, I think it will bring out many others Omani to be proud of them in maybe in as a runners or any different sport.
Okay, so you want to see more Omanis get into this?
Of course, inshallah.
Inshallah. No, but mashallah, you will be a stepping stone for many people, yani.
Inshallah. hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I took almost 1 hour of your time. But I think you have an amazing story to share, and I'm grateful that you shared it with us. Inshallah, we'll see.
Thank you for having
summits.
me. I'm always happy to share my story, and I always feel inshallah I want looking for more Omanis who they doing a lot of achievements for themselves and also for Oman. It's our responsibility to do that. We cannot continue just saying or asking for support. If you're we should start by ourselves, and I'm sure everything it will come later. But I think this is my job. This is my what I have to do for myself, and then it will present, of course, my country.
Okay. Would you say anything to young Omanis who are coming up now? What would you say to them?
Yes, be brave to do what you want and have a dream. Life with a dream, it's totally different than but dreaming when you are awake up. And working hard for what you want. And yes, you will see, inshallah, your effort, it will come out with many results, and I think they will happy that they didn't waste their time, their years, just waiting others to give them what they want. Just go there, be out there, and yes, work for what you want. Don't wait others to give you that.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Leanna. Thank you very much.